the ecosystem comprises of, as I said, highly volatile conflict zone situation in Sudan. Pretty much very hard to access areas outside the Khartoum city, and I will talk about that as we go along. Our estimate is that approximately there are 3,500 Indian nationals and about 1,000 odd PIOs in Sudan. As I said, these numbers are approximate numbers, and it is our effort to put as much specificity to those numbers as we can as we go along. And some of these numbers keep fluctuating depending, or rather keep getting added depending upon who reaches out to the embassy, considering that they are all scattered, not just all over Khartoum city, but also in many parts of Sudan. The pockets of concentration are in Khartoum city and its suburbs. There are also pockets in Omdurman, Al-Fashar, Kassala, Port Sudan, etc., where many of the Indian nationals are located. What we did was that as soon as the fighting broke out in Khartoum, our embassy in Khartoum immediately alerted and reached out to as many members of the Indian community as they could. As it turns out, they pretty much reached out to almost all of them by and large. 2, issued immediate advisories both in Khartoum city as well as in Delhi. 3, created a network of communication within Sudan despite the challenges of the network availability, power availability to charge your network, charge your devices. Created a system, a group of network of communications through which they could, pass on the information about the ongoing conflict situation to the members of the community. 2, advise them suitably not to take avoidable risks. 3, also keep them informed about the efforts of Government of India underway as part of Operation Kaveri to assist them and bring them out of the areas where they were stranded. So far, it is our estimate that roughly 3,400 Indian nationals have either registered online or they are in touch with the embassy. More specifically, I think 3,000 odd have already registered online, 3,100, and roughly an additional 300 are in touch with the mission. Embassy's principal thrust and Government of India's focus in this entire effort has been to advise and assist the stranded Indian nationals, advise them to remain safe and help them move to secure locations whenever feasible, whether in the middle of the night or during the day, of course after carefully evaluating the conflict situation on the ground. Furthermore, as soon as the conflict broke out, the Ministry of External Affairs set up a 24/7 control room up on the 3rd floor of this building. That control room continues to run 24/7 and will continue to do so till we have overcome the current situation and resolved it fully. As part of our efforts, the External Affairs Minister, Dr. Jaishankar, also reached out to foreign ministers of other key partners whose nationals were also stuck in Sudan. These included foreign ministers of the US, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and last night Shankar also had a conversation with the UK foreign ministers. This is over and above his meetings with the UN Secretary General in New York on April 20th, focused exclusively on the situation in Sudan with a view to making an assessment that would help Government of India efforts to bring back the stranded Indians there. You would have seen reports, of course, that the Honorable Prime Minister last Friday chaired a high-powered meeting in which he personally reviewed and directed the officials of Government of India to take suitable measures, all suitable measures, to assist and bring back these stranded Indians. As part of our efforts, two C-130 aircraft of Indian Air Force have been mobilized and are constantly positioned in Jeddah, have been there since 19th of April. We also set up a control room in Jeddah and a control room in Port Sudan. So we have two control rooms working along with our embassy. So there's a full triangulation of efforts between control room in Jeddah through our consulate and mission in Riyadh, through the control room team in Port Sudan, which is the northeastern coast of Sudan, and our embassy in Khartoum city. And of course, each of these three hubs are coordinating their efforts and direction to bring back the stranded Indians with the headquarters in Delhi.